is just not enough freaking material. How am I going to record a video much to even... Hey, how do I put this? There isn't so much Gotham stuff going on at the minute unless you know something that I don't. But only joking, guys, there is some stuff that I will be going over in this video that we got some new behind the scenes look on Season 5, and this includes Barbara, freaking the Riddler, and a couple of other extra things which are pretty cool. But before I go into this video, guys, if you haven't seen my previous Gotham video, it's popping up there. Check it out, click on that video, and then come back to this one so you make sure you're not missing out on any of the sacred Gotham Season 5-esque amazing... You're still here. And also, even though I haven't won you over yet, if you're brand new to this channel, why not subscribe for more Gotham videos just like this to stay up to date with everything Season 5 and also other videos. And also, if you are subscribed, make sure you've got that little bell button ticked as well. So the first little update in this video we will be discussing is a photo from Danny Cannon, and he released a picture of Barbara in Season 5. And this is our first official look at Barbara. I'm thinking she's kind of going back to Barbara Queen, if you know what I mean, because if you guys remember back to the TV Guide interview with John Stevens, we learned a little bit about Barbara there, and I'll quickly just go over that again for all of those who have missed that update. So who runs the town now? Well, that depends. Barbara has turned the Sirens Club into Rick's from Casablanca. It's the one place where there's good food and great booze, and no men. And in relation to this, he also discusses Tabitha and Barbara's relationship next season. Penguin's murder of his ex-bodyguard fires up Tabitha in a way we've never seen before. Sadly, her cold-hearted thirst for revenge means less Babs and Tab's fun. Tabitha will almost feel like a rogue agent. Next year, she has no time for Barbara. Going back to the photo, here we have Barbara in a new look, much shorter hair, and I'm seeing that some people are saying the Cersei Lannister vibes, and I definitely get that. I mean, they're definitely, according to John Stevens, are really kind of going forward that no men rule, especially into No Man's Land. Also, on top of this, we have learned that Tabitha literally has no time for Barbara, so it's literally just Barbara and a League of Ladies, I guess, from the League of Shadows left over from Ra's al Ghul. So I'm just interested to see what Barbara's going to do, because she also has a little bit of the Demon's Head power in her still. And I'm just thinking, what can they really pull out the bag for a character in the last 10 episodes? Are they actually going to do anything substantial with her? Is she going to die? Where can her story really go into the Gotham that we know, or at least familiar with, before this prequel show even existed? Where's Barbara's place in that world? Some people are still bringing up the fact that, like, how is Jim in this universe? And I don't believe they're going to get rid of this in this universe. I still believe that he has a daughter named Barbara because, you know, Barbara Batgirl and everything like that. If they were to get rid of that, that'd be certainly quite a change, but it's possible she could be called freaking, I don't know, Megan or something like that instead of Barbara. But if they are going with the Barbara route, why would this man, Jim, name his daughter after the one woman who has had more character changes in the past few seasons than I've ever seen on any show, really? And I know their relationship has kind of gone up and down, and now it's kind of like at a weird point, and they don't really care for each other too much. Is Barbara in this season going to sacrifice herself for Jim, or I don't know, or I don't really know. I mean, that is honestly the only thing I ever thought as to why he would name his daughter Barbara. And to be honest now, just thinking about it, even if she did lay down her life for the city or something like that, I still can't imagine Jim wanting to name his daughter after a woman who has stirred up as much trouble as she has in the city the past 5 years, really. And it's only going to continue, because in No Man's Land, as each kind of villain has their sector, Penguin has his own, Firefly has her own, Mr. Freeze has his own, it keeps going on. Barbara, as I just read out, has, you know, her place for it's the best place for booze and everything like that. So interesting. What do I think of the look? I kind of dig it. I think I did actually kind of prefer last year's hair. Not at the very beginning where it was just like that chisel cut. But, you know, I kind of like, you know, Erin Richards is very pretty. She's very beautiful. I really like her with her long blonde hair. Personally, I don't really mind the look. It doesn't really faze me too much. I guess they're kind of going for a new look with her, with the stuff I previously mentioned. She's got the freaking Demon's Heady power now. They're going to address that so much next season, or are they just going to say it fizzled out? Like, why isn't it working? Come on. Work. I don't know, guys, but that is Barbara. Let's move on to the next thing. Now, the next thing we're looking at here, guys, can you guess it? Can you guess who these people are? Do I hear a court of owls? No? Well, you might be wrong. To be honest, when I first saw this on Danny's Instagram, I thought to myself, oh, what is the leaks that I went over in that previous video. I guess it's coming up here. If you haven't seen that leaked video, check it out. I thought, okay, maybe the reformed Court of Owls thing might be happening, but like that's just first glance. But then I realized, Boba, stop being silly. These are crow masks. They're crow masks, not owls. I mean, if you guys know from the Court of Owls, obviously the masks they've worn, like whether it's in the show or in the comic books, have, you know, just have the very small owl-like beak on the nose. Now these, if you just look up crow masks or anything like that, just used in, you know, just culture or anything like that, these are very evidently crows. Now, who would crows be working for in the show, guys? Scarecrow. So these look like a new iteration of Scarecrow's thugs. Now, this is really trippy for me in a sense, because I just feel so nostalgic right now. I don't know if it was this time last year, but it was, regardless, it was kind of this time last season, in the sense that I remember I was making a video on it. I think maybe even Juice made a video on it, whoever other YouTubers were covering Gotham at the time, when Danny Cannon released photos of these guys going around and using these canisters, and they were fear gas for Scarecrow. But anyway, guys, I am extremely confident that these are crows, like Scarecrow's men, because of the masks. I mean, they do. I definitely feel like it would have been more intimidating if the Court of Owls had this kind of approach to them, because I feel like a couple of them are like Talon-y looking, but they are definitely crows. But anyway, moving forward, it makes perfect sense. We know that Scarecrow has his own turf in the city. We know on Gotham's first table read, Scarecrow, the actor who plays Scarecrow, I think his name's David W. Thompson, he has been there. So obviously the Scarecrow aspect to season 5, regardless if there's going to be any more throughout the season, is going to be very, very earlier on. So I'm very, very much so looking forward to that, because I love Scarecrow. I love what they've done with him in Gotham. I love their design for him. It is actually, if not my most favorite Scarecrow design in live action. I freaking love the fact that they gave him the pointy hat to the costume last season at the very end of season 4. I know some of you guys love the kind of Arkham Knight-y Scarecrow vibe we had with the hood, but he still looks the same, but just with the pointy hat, it's just so awesome. So now we've got the thugs, the crows here, who will be going around probably. I'm surprised that one of them, they're just kind of holding like melee weapons. I would have thought maybe they would have fear gas dispensers, but at the same time, you don't want to give that to all your troops, really. Especially if you are the Scarecrow, you should be the one to have that chemical, the fear gas, not everyone else. So I guess that makes sense there. But let me know if you guys are excited for this. What do you think could be happening with Scarecrow in season 5? Do you think that there's just going to be a couple of episodes Bruce is going to take him down? Because we did learn that Bruce will more or less be hopping to different points in the city, taking over, like Scarecrow's over here, Bruce will be over there, now taking out Barbara's thing, City Hall, Penguin over there. Do you know what I mean? He's going to be going throughout and taking them down to the best of his ability, really. Now, this next one will make a lot of you Riddler fans very happy, because we got our first look at the Riddler really in season 5. Now, he looks quite different. Now, I feel like they're going a little bit more towards the 0 Year vibe, because in 0 Year he has longer hair, he has sideburns. Now, I can't really tell. I don't think Corey has sideburns here, but what they've done is comb his hair down and make it a bit longer, just like it is in 0 Year. He's not wearing a mask or anything like that. But I feel like they're going a little bit further towards that. He's got this bit more of a dorky look to him now. Supposedly, according to John Stevens, a little bit of a rewind on what we learned from the TV Guide magazine there, is that last scene under the care of Hugo Strange, Stevens reveals that Ed will start season 5 living in the public library surrounded by books, mumbling to himself, totally naked and covered in tattooed riddles. Now, there was this picture of this library. I think they reused the Oswald mansion as well there, of Ed, I believe in the similar clothes as what we're seeing in this clip, standing in front of a mirror. Now, obviously this is after he's naked. Maybe the naked thing with tattooed riddles is just after he kind of woke up with whatever Hugo's done with him. That's anyone's guess. But here, I kind of like the look. Ed's going to be... I mean, I guess if they're doing even a loose adaptation of 0 Year, which they are, the first episode of season 5 is called Year 0, just flipped around. The Riddler's arc in that is pretty huge as a villain. So I'm wondering if they're really going to embrace that and make Ed this kind of loose cannon-y, more unhinged version of, you know, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, which would be really cool. And here I feel, especially after learning that he was naked in tattooed riddles and everything like that, is this video clip with him with even longer hair and everything like that a bit different, showing that he's kind of lost a little bit of a screw. He's not taking care of himself so much, or is he just growing his hair because he flipping wants to and he wants a bit of a different look? I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. But either way, there, I kind of like it. I feel like the collar popped open as much as it is as well. It shows a little bit of the Riddler's big collar in, you know, the 0 Year comic. I know these are small comparisons, and Ed is really just wearing, it looks like he's wearing the same kind of waistcoaty green jacket that we've had consistent throughout his Riddler career, if you will, in Gotham. So yeah, they're maintaining stuff, but I feel like they're giving little nods to what the source material they're gathering from. But anyway, guys, let me know what you thought of everything in this video. What are your thoughts on the Barbara picture, the Scarecrow goons, and our first look at the Riddler? I think it's all pretty cool teases. There'll be lots of stuff like this to come still. As Gotham has only just started recently filming around a week ago, everything now is going full steam ahead, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes out in the following couple of months or so. Be sure, guys, if you enjoyed this video, to hit that like button, as it only takes 2 seconds of your time. Other than that, if you're brand new to this channel, why not subscribe? And if you're already subscribed, be sure to hit that notification bell button to make sure you never miss out on one of these videos. And other than that, if I remember correctly, all the links are in the description down below. Be sure to follow me on my social media. Check out my Patreon page where you can support the channel just a little bit further, just like the names on the screen. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.